Hey guys, it's Alyssa Marie, your intuitive reader, and welcome to your first weekly tarot reading. Before we get started though, make sure you hit subscribe as well as the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. If you guys are interested in merch, there's a link to my Teespring down below, as well as a link to my Patreon, my Etsy shop where you can get a private reading, as well as my other social media. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and pick a deck. We have deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. If you need more time, go ahead and pause. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. All right, so if you chose deck number 1, which is just the Rider-Waite, let's see what we have for you in store for this week. So we're going to pull 3 cards, and then we are going to clarify those cards. So let's see what we have for pile number 1. 1, 2, 3. Pile number 1. What is their week going to be like? All right. First, we have strength. Let's see. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And then let's pull some clarifiers so we get the whole message. So clarifying the strength card. Oh, that just flew out. Okay. We have the 4 of Wands. Sorry about that, guys. I just hit the camera. Sorry about the gloss on these cards. Can't really do much about that. Okay, and then clarifying the 4 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 4 of Pentacles, please. Let's see here. Okay. 3 of Swords coming through. And then clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. We have Justice. Okay, you have 3 major arcana cards for this week. So know that there's a lot of strong and powerful energy this week. Whenever we have major arcana, I like to think of them as like really strong lessons, or at least really strong energies. Now, first we have the strength, and clarifying strength, we have the 4 of Wands. So I do feel like you guys are going to be spending some time with family this week. And Thanksgiving is this week, so that might be why. But you guys are actually going to find a sense of belonging in a way. Now, it sounds weird because, most people do feel like they belong in their families. But maybe you guys have always felt a bit like the black sheep. Maybe your family dynamics weren't the best at times, but know that this week you guys are going to find some really good bonding time with your family members. This could be like your mom, your dad, right? But this could also be like if you're married or even just with friends, but really close friends that feel like family, and you're going to get a sense of stability and strength in those relationships this week. But we also have the 4 of Pentacles clarified by the 3 of Swords. So I do feel like with finances a bit this week, there's a bit of upset. There's a bit of heartache. Maybe you and your partner or you have been on about, not spending too much money, making sure to be careful about your finances. So definitely keep that in mind for this week. Don't really make any big purchases unless you know for sure that you have it all planned out. Otherwise, I do feel like you guys are going to make a purchase or some sort of monetary investment and end up being disappointed about it later. So keep that in mind. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by Justice. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is all about destiny. Wheel of Fortune is about things, meant to happen. And this is clarified by Justice. So for a lot of you, there is going to be some karma that occurs, okay? And it could be for you in particular, or it could be for somebody else. Because we have the three of swords here, I do have to talk about, maybe some sort of friendship that ended or relationship of any type that ended. I feel like it is already ended and it might be lingering. I don't feel like this is about to happen. It's something that has happened previously. In that regard, you could see or find out from somebody else that justice has been served, which is kind of like, kind of dramatic, but it is what it is, right? I mean, sometimes justice does need to be served, right? And I feel like you have been waiting for this to happen. You have been like, okay, well, the universe is going to let them get what they deserve. Whenever that happens, it happens. Until then, I'm going to go on and do my own business and know that it's going to happen this week. You might not, I feel like you're going to somehow find out. Might not be this week that you find out, but it is this week in which this karma is going to play out. And because they treated you the way that they did, or, whatever happened between you guys, they're going to get karma, which is brought on by destiny, right? Or this could be that if you weren't being the nicest or something like that recently, you might have some justice being brought upon you. So be prepared for that, not to be scared or anything, of course, if you've been being a good person. But with justice here as well, I do feel like there is going to be a lot of focus on your life purpose this week. You're going to be facing these big questions. You're going to be saying to yourself things like, well, am I really happy in this connection? Am I really happy in this job? Is this where I want to be in life? Can I change something about myself? Can I change something about where I am right now? There's going to be a lot of those questions you're going to be asking yourself. And I want to let you know, group number one, that, there is a lot in our life that we can control. But also keep in mind that you do have a soul contract that you agreed to before you decided to incarnate in this lifetime. So know that certain things, certain connections, certain, what you view as missed opportunities were most likely meant to happen in that way so that you are able to grow more spiritually, which is kind of confusing and kind of, hard for a 3D being such as ourselves to understand. But understand we're not 3D beings. I don't want to say 3D beings. We are multi-dimensional beings in a 3D body. But because we have a 3D body, we have a 3D brain, things like that, it's hard for us to wrap around the fact that, we just need to go with the flow. There are things you can control. You are the co-creator of your own reality. You can control a lot, right? You can't control what somebody else does, what somebody else says, but know that this week you are going to be asking those questions, and I want you to remember to take on justice in the sense of balance, okay? Think about balance. Think about how there are things you can't control. There are things you can control. And for now, I just want you to be strong this week. I just want you to go with the flow. But I do feel you will find a really strong sense of happiness this week by spending time with family members or with close friends or with lovers, somebody that you have strong connections with. It's going to make you feel really empowered in your soul, okay? And this heartache that we have here, like if you and your partner, for instance, have been fighting over money as well, that could be something. Like, try to let it slide this week, right? This is just a prediction for this week. You can change if you see this and you're like, oh crap, like I said, probably don't make a big purchase this week unless you know for sure. And when I say know for sure, like, you've made sure you can pay for it in the long run, all those types of things, then go ahead. But like, try not to make any impulsive financial decisions. And then, if there is if there is some talk about finances, try not to argue too much with your significant other, with your mom, could be with your family about it, because it's just going to lead to heartache. Try to look at other people's perspective before you go on and do this, because I do see it could be an issue for you, and I'm just bringing that up. So keep that in mind. We can actually stop the Three of Swords from happening completely if we just, take this advice. But I think a lot of you pile number 1, there is a lot of big questions you're going to ask, and with 3 major arcana, it's going to be a really high, intense week. A lot of the messages I gave you don't seem like they're so intense, but know that the energies are high, the lessons, they're being learned, and the biggest message I can get for you is just to go with the flow this week. Go with the flow. Let people say what they're going to say. You can't control it, but control how you react to situations, because that you can control 100%. Okay, group number 1, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is for those of you who chose pile number 2 with the Gilded Tarot. Let's see what you have for this week. Wait, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, pile number 2. We're going to pull 3 tarot cards. Whoa, okay. Okay. Some heavy energy this week. Okay, that's all right. We're going to see what that's about. That's the 5 of Cups. We are going to get 3 cards, and then we're going to have another 3 clarifying the first 3. So we do have 5 of Cups coming through. So I do sense a feeling of upset this week. Next, we have the 4 of Cups. Interesting. Let me try to bring this a bit closer for you guys. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups. One more, please, for pile 2. Whoa, that one just flew out. Let's see what it is. It is, it is the Moon in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so clarifying the 5 of Cups. Sorry if this isn't straight, you guys. Clarifying the 5 of Cups for pile 2, please. We have the Lovers. Okay, I see where that's going. And then clarifying the 4 of Cups. Clarifying the 4 of Cups. We have... Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, you guys. Like, you guys are going through some shit, okay? Excuse my language, but damn. We're going to get into that, don't worry. And keep in mind that when I do these readings, these are current snapshot. It does not mean that you cannot change your week ahead. You always are able to do that, okay? Because you are the co-creator of your own reality. But right now, this is where the energies are sitting for the week. And then clarifying the Moon in reverse, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is heavy energy. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is actually quite very heavy energy. So definitely feel as if we have some intense energies regarding your relationship with somebody, romantic relationship. Now, this could be a current relationship that you're in, or it could be from a previous time that you're still feeling, because either way you're feeling it this week. So this could have been a relationship that you broke up with them, 5 years ago. It could be the relationship you're in. It could be actually a relationship that you're not in yet, right? Which is kind of confusing. But I do feel a sense of upset, loss in terms of a relationship, a romantic relationship. So unfortunately for some of you, you might see an ending to a relationship this week. Don't be afraid though. That's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. But I do want to put that out there for some of you. Either way though, you're feeling upset regarding a romantic relationship. Now, Clarifying the Four of Cups, we have the Three of Swords. So the Four of Cups, to me, this can signify a couple things, okay? And I'm going to get out every single possibility that I'm able to, because we got most likely several different types of people watching this, and they're all going to get, they're all going to resonate differently with a different message, because this is just a general reading. So first, what I want to say option. First possibility, there's the word I want to use, sorry. First possibility is that you might be getting a bit bored in the relationship, okay? And you're not feeling the attraction that you did feel, and it's bringing you upset because you want to make it work. That's one message I'm getting. The second message is that somebody new this week is going to again, maybe either again or for the first time, reach out to you emotionally, but you're not ready because you're in the Three of Swords energy about this past person. That's another option. And the third option is that you're just very consumed by the past with this one person. And this doesn't even have to be romantic. I take that back, okay? Because the Lovers does not have to be romantic. To me, it can also be a strong connection in terms of friends, family. So option number 3 is that you have this great upset and grief about something that happened in the past, which is making you sad, depressed, and your heart is broken, and therefore other people trying to have an emotional connection with you, it's not going to work, okay? So those are the 3 options. Either which, though, there's some heavy energy in the heart, there's some upset, and I am sorry about that. Like, I wish I could give you guys a hug. I feel that for you guys, okay? Even if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I feel pretty okay, know that it might come up, okay? It might come up this week, something from the past. Maybe somebody from your past might reach out, and it just is going to be like, whoa, I wasn't ready to face this again. This is hurting me, okay? That might happen. But I'm telling you this, so I want you guys, if it does happen, to be prepared and to see how you can react differently, or how you can react so that you can heal that heart. I feel like there's a lot of shadow work that does need to take place, pile number 2. I do feel like, and I'm sorry if you don't like this reading, sometimes I get really, not really rude comments, but sometimes I'll get rude comments and dislikes because I am a reader that tells it how it is, and I'm not going to change that. When I first started my channel, I was different. I was like, okay, I'm going to do positive messages, positive readings all the time. But no, we're not going to sugarcoat here. And if you do want to have sugarcoated message, there are plenty of channels that do that. But for me, that is not my truth. That's not me speaking my truth. And I would feel like crap if I was to give you a message that's inaccurate. So I always give you the correct message. Now, if it is hurtful, I'm sorry, that's okay, but know that, it's the truth, okay? I would never lie to you guys. Now, if this is completely not resonating, maybe try picking another pile. But even if you think like you're over everybody, friends, family members, relationships, I do invite you to look back through meditation in order to fully heal, because I do feel like your heart chakra has been kind of just broken. Like, your heart has been broken, and I do feel there's lots of green. Okay, don't worry, we're gonna look at this in a second. But I do feel like this, like, it's heavy energy in the chest. And the thing is that I feel this, like, I really resonate with this, because most likely you are a very heart-centered individual. Your heart chakra is very open. However, when we incarnated here on planet Earth, we don't really jive with humans in that sense, if you identify as a starseed. So we are all multidimensional beings, in my opinion. Most likely you are a starseed. If not, you don't have to listen to that. But all I'm saying is that you're very heart-centered. And when your heart center, chakra, when your heart chakra is very open, you can tend to get into narcissistic relationships. You can tend to get in relationships with people that will break you because, you're very selfless, they're very selfish, and they take and they take. So that's another message I'm getting. I also have here the moon in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles clarifying. So the moon in reverse, okay. I feel though that this week, you are going to have some feelings that come out. With the moon upright, it talks about hidden feelings. Well, for you guys, it's in reverse. I feel that you are going to come into this Queen of Pentacles energy. So don't worry. Even if you go through all this crap, by the end of the week, you're going to be feeling positive, and you're going to be coming into kind of owning your own crap. Okay, YouTube friendly language, but you're kind of going to be like this mature businesswoman. That's what I'm seeing. And like, it doesn't actually have to be business, but like, I mean, look at the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Let me try to let you guys see that, okay? She is like extravagant. She is luxurious, okay? And that's you. And you're going to come into that energy because you're going to finally, with the moon in reverse this week, you're going to finally get out your emotions either to another person or to yourself. It can always be to yourself because there's things we hide from our actual self, right? And I feel like you're going to get in tune with those emotions, and you're going to actually heal, and you're going to let go. And by the end of the week, you're going to come into the Queen of Pentacles energy, and you're going to say, I don't need that crap. I've healed. But I do feel like for some of you, you might need to communicate your feelings to this person. They might reach out and you might be like, no, but maybe it would help, if you had a conversation. If not, don't. But if they do reach out, have that conversation, talk to them. And I think by doing so, it's not really about proving your emotions to yourself, to them. It's more about proving your emotions to yourself, if that makes sense. But you guys are going to come into this. So it's an intense week, okay? But I don't want you to be afraid about that. I want you to go into this week not so much about the Five of Cups. You can feel the Five of Cups, but then don't stay in the Five of Cups, because if we stay in the Five of Cups over and over and over, then we're just going to feel more sad, okay, and more heartbroken. But if we address the things that are hurting us, address our emotions, make them come out, we are going to come into this really confident energy. Okay, I hope that helped pile number 2. I know it was intense energies, but I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Okay, pile number 3. If you chose the Green Witch Tarot, we're going to go ahead and look at your week ahead. 1, 2, 3, pile number 3. So we're going to pull 3 cards, and then we're going to have 3 other tarot cards in which we are going to clarify those first 3. So pile number 3, what do we have for pile 3, please? First off, we have the Witch, which in this case is the Magician. What else do we have for pile 3, please? Magician is wonderful energy. Your manifesting powers are very high right now. I'll tell you that right now. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So teamwork, collaboration, possibly getting together with friends. But we will see. What else do we have for pile 3, please? Okay, strength. Beautiful. Very positive so far. Pile 2's was a little not as positive, but that's okay. We want to have accurate readings, right? We don't want to sugarcoat things. So far though, yours is looking very positive week. Okay, clarifying the Witch, please. Clarifying the Magician. What do we have clarifying the Magician? For pile 3, we have the 5 of Cups. Guys, pile 2 at the 5 of Cups too. Okay, that's all right though. Like, it's okay to feel the 5 of Cups. We will get into why. I can see why you're feeling that way this week already. I can see that. We have the Hermit. Okay, that is very interesting. We have the Hermit and the 3 of Pentacles. So I see exactly where that's going. And then we have Strength, clarifying Strength. Clarifying Strength, please. We have, lastly for this week, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so right off the bat, I can see a clear message here. There is going to be this week a lot of questioning. We had this in pile 2 and pile 1, I think. No, was it pile 2? I don't remember exactly. But either way, there is going to be some questioning about life purpose, because you guys have to remember that you are the co-creators of your own reality, okay? You have all the gifts you need. I feel that you're a very spiritual person anyway. You have all these gifts inside to really help you co-create your own reality. But I feel like you're feeling a bit down about that. I feel like things might have happened in the past or recently where you're feeling upset, you're feeling lost, you're feeling like, which way do I go? What is my life's purpose? What job do I have? Who do I go with? Am I living where I should be living? Like all these questions. But it's really like, what is my purpose here on earth? I feel that, okay? I feel that question for you guys, like that you're going to be asking that. Now, we also have the Hermit clarifying the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Hermit, okay, I feel like you guys are mainly the Hermit a lot of the times, okay? And that's not a bad thing. The Hermit goes inward, right, to soul search, to find. Although, you don't want to always be on the Hermit energy, because when you are, I feel like it would be beneficial for you guys this week to actually talk with some friends, okay? And being quiet, being reserved, going inward, and spending time inward is wonderful. But I do feel like you will find some peace and some answers to these questions over here if you actually, collaborate with like-minded individuals. Now, that's one thing, right? Because finding like-minded individuals can be a little bit complicated. Although, there are plenty of communities out there on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere. There's communities everywhere. But I do feel that it would be a benefit for you guys to meet up. And you don't have to actually meet up, it can just be virtually. You can have a Zoom meeting, you can text, you can chat on the phone, you can, whatever you want to do. But I do feel like finding your soul tribe would be a benefit this week, because I feel that you're mainly somebody that stays inward, which, I resonate with that. I don't have many friends either. And you'll actually find that as you awaken more, you will have less friends, mainly because there's going to be people that don't accept you for who you are, but also because you realize that, you don't need a bunch of friends to feel happy. But I feel for you, it would be of benefit to meet up with a friend, okay, this week. Now, what's interesting here is we do have the Ten of Swords clarifying strength. So the Ten of Swords is about defeat, okay? Mental defeat. So I do feel like this week you have, I think you're coming into the strength energy. I feel like you've been through a lot mentally. We have the Five of Cups and we have the Ten of Swords. So, and the Hermit down here. So I feel like you've been in kind of hermit mode. You've been upset about something. You felt defeated mentally. This could be because of another person. This could be because of just your own self. Either way, mental stuff has been getting in the way. But this week you're going to come in to the strength energy, to the confidence, to the courageousness. But you're not going to be able to come into that energy if you don't believe in yourself. I do feel this sense of self-esteem issue coming from you, pile number 3 right now. You have to believe in yourself because you're beautiful, okay? You are a co-creator of your own reality. You are a master manifester. You have the ability with the Magician here this week. The energies are high. I recommend you take out a journal. I recommend you script, okay? Either way, you have this energy for this week. You have the ability to do it, but you have to believe in yourself. This Ten of Swords energy, though, I do feel like you guys have come from an upset place mentally, and know that it's all going to be okay this week. This week it's going to be resolved as long as you take time, meet with those you care about, practice your manifestation techniques. You're going to come out of the Five of Cups. You're going to come out of the Ten of Swords. You're going to come into the strong, confident, strength energy. Okay. That was a very direct message, kind of short, but that's what I'm getting for this week. Don't hold yourself back. That's the biggest thing I can say. Do not hold yourself back this week. Go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. You can do this. You know your life's purpose. You have a higher self. Contact your higher self. Contact your guides, because this week has really power to make big change in your life, okay? I hope this helped, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.